not listening to me.
Wrong. But I heard... Shh.
You're not listening.
I said shoot, I said shoot.
Not shoot.
Does the fire station get wind of this?
Or the hospital.
Yeah. Well, who was poking my ass?
It's all new Bloopers, starring Dick Clark and featuring bloopers from Becker. The Drew Carey Show, live with Regis and Kelly. Mad TV, My Wife and Kids, Three Sisters, and special bloopers from Pierce Brosnan, Dick Van Dyke, Andre Brower, Brandy, Norm Macdonald, and Steven Weber, plus bloopers from the news, animal bloopers, Seinfeld star John O'Hurley with bloopers from To Tell the Truth, a blooper message from Drew Carey, and a special outtake from Ann Robinson of Weakest Link, plus classic bloopers from Home Improvement starring Tim Allen, and special bloopers from the movie Charlie's Angels starring Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and Lucy Liu. And now, Dick Clark!
Hello, welcome to a brand new edition of TV's Bloopers. Now, since we last saw you, we have scoured the cutting room floors all over Hollywood to bring you the scenes that you were never meant to see. Like this first one. Here's an outtake from the Drew Carey Show.
My chest. I cheated you out of $200. You remember that time that you gained weight on the Dr. Von Diedelman chocolate diet?
One more time.
I can't let you go without getting this off my chest. I cheated you out of $200. Do you remember that time that you gave...
Here we go again.
I can't let you go without getting this.
Oh, he's got it now.
I can't let you go without getting this.
Sure he does.
Drew, I can't let you go without getting this off my chest. I cheated you out of $200.
Forget about it.
This guy's a monster.
I can't read my writing.
Now, this is a funeral for a goldfish.
True. It's bad news. Our goldfish, Mr. Goldfish.
Dietrich Bader has to talk with shaving cream in his mouth.
Oh, he's fine. I just think the razor bites are starting to affect him.
Oswald, you okay?
Oh, he's fine. I just think the razor bites are starting to affect him.
Oswald, are you okay?
Oh, he's fine. I just think the razor bites are starting to affect him. Does anyone else see an Indian dancing with Jim Morrison on the bar?
You know, the set of Moesha, which, by the way, stars Brandy, has a real spontaneous atmosphere, and a lot of that is due to Brandy herself. She loves to laugh, she loves to have fun, but there's another reason. That's a young actress named Shar Jackson. Now, Shar is the type of actor who'll do anything, anytime, any place. Now, this is where the script calls for Shar to, well, I think she's going out onto a high balcony, and she's supposed to just, you know, yell something over. Got the picture? Watch.
No, they're right. It's all my fault, Lord. I can't let you go by yourself, girl. I'm sorry, guys. Please stop at Starbucks. Oh, yeah, you know what? I can't let you go by yourself. It just ain't right. Hold up. What the? I'm doing black folks don't jump.
Now, Anne's supposed to say Deloitte and Touche.
The finest vote tabulators in the world. From Deloitte and Touche. Oh, I'll have to do that again. Sorry about that, everybody.
What's wrong with you? You used to love it when I gave you a good morning kiss.
That's before you took down my D'Angelo poster.
Do that right here.
Well, if you're a really good boy, I'm gonna give you a lollipop.
Can I give you a lollipop?
Now, here's a little gem sent to us by our good friends over at Live with Regis and Kelly. Now, this is a practical joke that Regis and his staff played on their new co-star. Now, picture this. You're Kelly Ripa. You've just taken on one of those publicized jobs in television history, and you want to be extra good on every interview. Now, what Kelly doesn't know is her next interview is a setup. It's a man who's a master of double talk. I mean, he sounds like he's saying something, but he's making no sense at all. Watch Kelly's reaction.
Here's D. Fincher.
Now, here's the man. Remember, he is a complete phony.
How do you do? How do you do?
Regis, of course, is in on it. There's the victim, Kelly. Now, the interview starts out normally.
He's been covering the Oscars for a long, long time. Very influential out in Hollywood, knows everybody, and is here to make his annual picks.
Well, I tell you what, let's start from the beginning, and that is, but first of all, have y'all seen a lot of the movies? I mean,
I've seen a few of them.
I haven't seen any.
The double talk starts here.
A lot about them, yes.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people out there would agree that romantic, what we have in that might be something we see held a close second.
She's trying to keep up.
I think there's going to be a tremendous amount of trepidation in that, of course, with Tom Hanks being possibly the number 3 category that have never occurred.
She's lost.
A trend that we have in that, of course, all the way through. What about you? I mean, you haven't seen it, but...
Regis, man, he's going right along with it.
Well, let's get specific now, and let's start with, like, the Best Actress category.
All right.
Yeah.
Many people think that it's a shoe-in with...
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
Yes.
I don't know if you like it, what we have, and that might be something to care that, of course, we see. That in itself, I think, will be, I don't know, well, it's just a gut feeling.
He has a gut feeling about something.
Right, and it's Julia Roberts, maybe? Could it be Joan Allen, Juliette Binoche, Ellen Burstyn, and Laura Linney? These are all fine actresses.
They all are in that, of course, with it to what we've seen, and I would imagine it's in that, of course, what we've seen.
She's trying so hard to follow this guy.
Again, gut reaction.
Ellen got a chance?
Ellen is in the direction that it won. I don't know if that is going to be in itself contended that what we see, but I would imagine that will be she's at, but I guess you, Kelly, not having seen any.
Right.
And you admit that.
Yes, I admit that.
Poor Kelly.
Right, I mean...
Absolutely.
Your final decision on Best Actor?
Well, we will all know, of course, Sunday night, but I would imagine that one of the things...
Now, in a moment, Regis is going to let poor Kelly off the hook.
So with all the people, so I'm going to kind of hold that one close to the vest.
Oh, okay. You know, of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is D. Fincher. Durwood Fincher is a double talk expert.
Let's give her a hand. She won the
little joke on Kelly here.
I made no sense.
That's only the beginning. We got a lot more. Don't go away.
Coming up, here's Brosnan, a protest in the nude, and bloopers from the movie Charlie's Angels.
One thing we've learned over the years is that the most serious television of all, the news, can be hysterically funny. Sometimes even a very serious news report can make you laugh. This is one of those very serious stories about a snake attack in South Africa that tickles the funny bone of an anchor from Florida.
A South Africa man is counting his blessings and his teeth after escaping from a python attack. Lucas Sibanda claims the giant snake attacked him as he was walking along a remote path near his home. He could fight back was by biting the snake just below its head until the snake released him. Sibanda then killed the reptile with a sharp stick and took it home with him. He's now quite busy showing off the massive snake and the carcass. And of course, giving interviews. Okay. Pythons, which suffocate their prey by constricting their bodies around them, have been known to attack antelope and impala in South Africa, but attacks on humans are extremely rare.
This is an unlucky newsman, and you're about to see why.
Boulevard, it is still blocked off. Traffic being diverted into the park, and thank you very much. This man has just smashed into my car. Great, live TV at its finest. He's diverted around, just smashed into my car. Have a nice day, sir.
Now here's Pierce Brosnan. You've seen him as the debonair James Bond. Now in the movies he can handle all kinds of complicated gadgets, but right now he's trying to open a bottle of champagne. Come on, Pierce. Pierce, you've done this before. Come on. Come on, big boy, let's go. Oh, 007 usually drinks martinis anyway.
How would you justify that to people like Tim Williams who think that, frankly, the game's up?
Well, I've never felt my mouth was stuffed full of gold in the first place. I felt I belonged to a minority language that has never actually been given its proper full life. Sorry.
I think Alan's rather unwell, Tim, actually, so let's just carry on.
I guess one type of news format that's become more and more popular over the years is the happy talk, you know, where the anchors talk to each other and they chat a little bit between the newscasts and so forth. And you find out little bits of their personal lives when that happens. But there's one thing that you should learn from all of this. Never ask a question of your colleague when you're not sure of the answer.
Case containing a number of items for man's best friend to enjoy. All the money raised today is going to the Anti-Cruelty Society. Where's your dog today?
My dog died a couple of years ago.
Oh, right.
Thank you.
Sorry, Randy, can you help me out? No. I have a cat. Okay, we'll talk about it.
He wants to hold on to that one for me.
Now, in this news clip, keep your eye on the baby on the left. Now, here's a baby who thinks the microphone looks like an ice cream cone.
Well, I think today is the second stage. We'll try that one again. Okay.
He's still hungry.
Today is a follow-up of the song.
Now, one thing you must be aware of as a location reporter, when you throw it back to the studio, make sure you're not still on camera.
As they become up in the news, reporting live from the Taylor County Election Headquarters, Andy Schroeder, NBC9 Local News.
Andy, thank you for those results. Do you have any information on the 17th district?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that question. I'm sorry, sir.
Police say the argument at the BP was only the beginning. I'm told Lee decided to follow Hilliard to his house over here. And when... Oh. Police tell me the argument at the BP was only the beginning. I'm told that Lee decided to follow Hilliard out to his house, which is... I can't believe I did that again!
You know, the beautiful birds of southern Illinois add sort of an easy, peaceful feeling to the woods and the countryside. And when they leave the forest and head for the newsroom, that's a different story.
Firefighters had to wait for tanker trucks to pour water on the flames coming from the Creve Coeur home, which is now estimated at a total loss. And the USDA, well, they say... Oh, God! What?
We feel on both games.
Now, what's the sign of a good interview? Well, keep your eye on the sign in the back.
There's a couple of points now. One could argue perhaps 4 in the Wimbledon game, but that's not happened. An ideal in reality, and we're going up there too. That was real reality, wasn't it? Yeah.
They call it the Symphony of the Sea. But now they have a program where you can get up close and personal with the beluga whale.
Hey, she's a pro. She's keeping the microphone dry. Hey, have you noticed that many of the protests these days seem to attract a group of high-minded, strongly principled, serious people? Not this one.
We can see that the protest is now underway.
This is live.
What's your reaction to today's news?
Well, I'm appalled that the government is prepared to enter into...
As you can see, there's somewhat a move here to try and distract the broadcast, but this is perhaps the sort of thing that doesn't do your cause any good.
Now watch the runner in the circle. He's okay, but only his pride is hurt. Keep your eye on number 15. Now, the advice you might give these next two young reporters from Winnipeg, Canada is get serious, and they do. They get a serious case of the giggles.
So, you're all ready for New Year's. You have tickets to your favorite party. You've bought a new one. So, you're ready for New Year's.
They've switched sides. Now, that might help. No way.
Okay. Couple seasoned pros here.
Come on, guys, get it together.
Okay. They're gonna go to the good one. They're gonna have tears in my eyes, and they say, "Why is he crying?"
Oh, this looks promising.
Christmas lunches and open houses. Who has time to buy presents? Okay, I can't look at them. Who has time to buy?
It says blooper written all over it.
Want more bloopers? We've got them. We'll bring them to you, I promise.
Coming up, a special message from Drew Carey and classic bloopers from Home Improvement with Tim Allen.
Drew Carey's given us lots of bloopers through the years, and he asked if he could send a special message to other stars about being generous with their bloopers. And I'm not sure where he's going to go with this, but if it brings us more bloopers, I'm all for it.
Now, I'd like to make a statement to my fellow performers regarding Dick Clark and bloopers. Now, we're all familiar with the sight of this poor man going door to door like a Girl Scout, begging and pleading for our bloopers. Now, I say, let's make the guy happy. You know, he needs something to keep him busy between New Year's Eves. Now, I know he's a pain in the ass, but if you give him one or two bloopers, he goes away. That's what I did. I feel like I've done my part to help a struggling senior citizen. Enjoy the bloopers, Dick.
Thanks, Drew, and thanks to all of the stars who rescued these bloopers from the cutting room floor, like our buddy Dick Van Dyke.
I think you want to roll him on his belly.
Jesse, you changed a baby on its back.
Mark, I've seen the movies, okay? Every time a guy goes to change a little boy's diaper, you get spritzed in the face.
I'm awfully sorry, but we were supposed to be a boy.
Here are a couple of more that Dick sent us.
Hey, you kidding?
Well, you don't bowl.
Dick's game for anything. Here he is handling a razor scooter. Whoops, Dick, this time you've gone too far. Now, here is something we really, really appreciate. Bloopers from a serious drama. And our thanks go out to our friends at Gideon's Crossings for having a wonderful sense of humor and sending them over.
I can get the number for you.
I guess.
That's an impressive set. I wonder if those books are real.
Going to, you know how cut and dried they are about their coverage.
Yeah, they're real.
He's gonna die, regardless.
Yes, somehow I think that's not going to be of comfort to him.
Now, you'll notice there's a banana in Andre Brower's
Maybe
pocket.
stay the night.
I'll call the warden in the morning.
Thank you. And, could I have a bite of your banana? Thank you.
And now from the same show, all Hamish Linklater has to do is walk over and open the curtain. Oops. All right, here we go again. Hamish is going to walk up and pull the curtain.
Jessica.
So far, so good. Now, the plot of this story is that Hamish has come to visit a critically ill patient, and it appears that the patient has passed away. He pauses to reflect, and then he's going to exit. Now, here's a blooper from Norm featuring Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang. Now, in this scene, Norm is supposed to say, "She knows what she wants and how to ask for it."
So what's so great about this broad?
Oh, I'm telling you, man, the sex, for one thing. Holy Lord God. She knows what she wants, and she gets it off your...
She gets it off your what?
What's so great about this broad?
Yeah, for one thing, the sex. I'm telling you, man, she's experienced, you know? She knows what she wants, and she gets it, you know what I mean? She loves to...
You know you have a show, right?
So what's so great
Now, this
about
time, Norm gets close, but Artie Lang blows his line, and you'll see what
She
happens.
knows what she wants. She just comes right out and asks for it.
That sounds like too many cooks in the kitchen.
You're expecting a bigger laugh?
Now, watch Norm demonstrate. Well, I mean, we all know this. It is not easy to remember your lines when you're in bed with a woman like Nikki Cox.
No, I've ruined his life enough. You have to promise you're not going to tell Danny.
No, it's perfect. What we'll do is we'll tell Danny that you and him.
You almost had it.
Truth be told, I don't think either one of us want a woman who doesn't love us for who we truly are. You know. Problem is, that's what. Sorry. I know what it is. I was just getting drowsy.
In this next blooper, remember, the main character is called Moesha, and she is played by Brandy. Got it? All right.
What do you think? Do you like it?
I think it'll look better on Brandy.
Oh.
Now, here's Shar Jackson doing the unexpected again. Let me give you the scene. In an earlier scene, Shar walked in with her head wrapped in a towel, and her co-star Lamont Bentley ad-libbed a line calling her Erykah Badu. You know, that's the singer known for her wrapped hair. So this time, when Shar enters, she surprises him by singing an Erykah Badu song.
Good night, Moesha.
Good night, sir.
By the way, Hakeem, I think you better call Tara.
Brandy and Shar are so exuberant they knock over the props. Watch. You know, over the years, we've seen actors deal with the coats, you know, getting caught on chairs. But Richard Riccolo has the perfect solution.
I think so, but again, I'm not clear on that. How would you do that?
Here's the usually graceful Trailer Howard. Now, we've come into possession of some really great bloopers sent to us by Tim Allen, Patricia Richardson, and the gang at Home Improvement. By the way, you can see more bloopers like these on the Home Improvement home video, available in video stores everywhere. Take a look at this.
You look real sexy.
I do?
Yeah. You got the legs for this.
Yeah?
Hangs long, I just wish it was shorter.
Now, in this blooper, Tim is supposed to say this mouthful. I wouldn't be angry at you, even if you did something as crazy as park your brand new car under a tree filled with just fed pigeons. If you parked a brand new car under a tree filled with hungry pigeons, you know? I'll call AAA. Even if you park a new car under... Even if you do something as crazy as park a new car under a tree filled with just-fed Even if you do something as crazy as parking your car under a tree filled with birds, I am not... Especially when you laugh and that part of your body moves up and down. You are watching Bloopers, and we've got more. Don't go away.
Still to come, Animal Bloopers. Plus, Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and Lucy Liu with outtakes from Charlie's Angels.
Our animal segment tonight starts off with our old pal Jack Hanna. Jack is a wonderful guy. He's got a great sense of humor, but this time he's with a bunch of camels. And I guess you could say he's sort of hanging by the seat of his pants. Now, Jack's feeding the camels, but I don't think he knows how hungry these guys are.
What? Give me some more bread. Hurry up. That thing.
Hey, Jack, get out of there.
How do I get out of here? Get some more. See what you crazy do? It made me rip my pants.
Well, Vincent and I have had a man-to-Gosling talk, and I've tried to persuade him to get out more.
Joining us live now with more is News Channel 11's Emily Jones. Emily?
Karen and Abner, I think that our prairie dog Pete is trying to have his way with me at this point. This is our version of Puxatawny Phil. Okay, and Karen and Abner, we want to say thank you. He's pooping, I think. We want to say thank you to Walter's World of Pets for letting us dog
So it's not as simple as the union just saying that private's bad and public's good.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, I think on this occasion we can actually look at the experiences that we have.
Now, here's a friendly cameraman with a not-so-friendly dog. Look out!
Easy. Easy. Good girl. Good girl. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry.
The major problem faced by animal shelters like the Wellcat Animal Sanctuary is if the animals aren't perfect, then nobody wants them. Slater here, for example, has been here since 1990 and has cerebral palsy. It costs around £200 a year. You're eating the microphone, get off!
Come enjoy the day at Pine Mountain Wild Animal Safari Park with WTVM's Great May Giveaway. We're giving away 25,000 child admissions to the park, 50,000 2-liter Pepsi products, 40,000 Mazio's pizzas.
And what sort of zoo is this? I mean, is this more of a petting zoo than your standard sort of zoo?
It is very similar to your standard zoo. Excuse me for a moment.
Well, Steve, tell me who we have with us today.
Well, with us today, Paula, is Jerry in my arms here, and Jerry is a 4-month-old domestic short hair. He's litter box trained, and he is just full of fun and energy.
Here's a very unique blooper. It's from a television station in the South. Now, the host is a big guy. He's also the station manager, and he has a sidekick. And these two may go down in history as the most memorable team since, I don't know, Batman and Robin.
This Sunday for Father's Day, for all you can eat, fried squirrel, turtle soup, possum stew, barbecued beaver tail, raccoon, you name it, for the best roadkill restaurants in town. Check them out for Father's Day, the all-you-can-eat buffets, Gary's Roadkill Cafe in beautiful downtown Waterloo, Alabama, or Kenny Knox's Beaver Pit, Bear Creek Road, Haleyville, Alabama. Right now, folks, we've got a switch. Right now, folks, we've got us a very special interview.
So, let's put this one in. And that comes out. Nice and hot, and hopefully with ease. And have we got a fork to taste it with? Let's, we'll get... I'll tell you what, we'll put it out, let it cool a bit, taste it in a minute. That does look fantastic. Look at...
One of TV's most familiar faces is that of John O'Hurley. You know him as Peterman. He was on the Seinfeld series. He's in a lot of the very popular commercials around. Plus, he is now a very smooth game show host, at least most of the time. And let's let John tell us about one of his less than smooth moments. Please welcome John O'Hurley.
Thank you very much, Dick.
John, you are the epitome of suave sophistication. Now tell us how in the world this blooper where you totally lose it came about.
Well, Dick, sometimes something strikes you funny and you don't even see it coming. As you know, on every round of To Tell the Truth, we start with 3 contestants all claiming to have the same identity, and of course only one is telling the truth. And I, as the host, always read the sworn biographical statement from the real person. Now, in this particular case, I read the statement a couple of times in rehearsal, and I really didn't see anything funny about it. But once the show started, well, things changed in an instant. You know the way the game is played? Our 3 ladies here all claim to be the real Amber Jean. 2 are lying and only one is signed a statement swearing to tell the truth. Your job will be to find out who that is. I, Amber Jean, construct masterpieces out of chocolate. As an award-winning wood carver, I combine sculpture with function. When a major candy maker saw my work, they commissioned me to chisel away at their chocolate, and the result was sweet success. Take a look at my 14-foot chocolate totem pole. Now, our director is staying on the photo because I am helpless with laughter. You know, there's no way to read that, and I'm not getting a lot of trouble. Are we still on the air, or have we been canceled? Take a look at my 14-foot chocolate. I'm a semi-professional. Take a look at my 14-foot... Take a look at my 14-foot chocolate totem pole. Done.
Oh, boy.
So, Dick, as you can see, if someone would have asked me, will the real John O'Hurley please stand up, I could not have done that because I was doubled over with laughter.
That is a classic piece of tape. Thank you very much for sharing it with us tonight, John. Ladies and gentlemen, John O'Hurley. Now, we've got a lot more. Don't go away. More coming right up.
Coming up, a bathing suit top slips off in a jacuzzi and bloopers from the film Charlie's Angels.
For any television production, wardrobe is always an ongoing problem. Our prop segment tonight starts out with a sketch from Mad TV. It's a sketch where wardrobe plays a very, very important part. First of all, it's in a big jacuzzi. So right away, you're asking for trouble. Now, keep your eye on the woman in the middle wearing the bathing cap and the glasses. Her name is Mo Collins. I'm not sure if she's playing sort of a nerdy character who's interfering with the honeymoon couple in the jacuzzi. But one thing is for sure. Mo is not wearing her own bathing suit.
Ma'am!
That's Mo in the middle with the bathing cap.
Oysters!
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. You know, I'll help you out there. I got limber toes. Man, let me just grab a... Here we go.
Ma'am, please. Please, ma'am. I'm right behind you, honey.
Here's that oyster again.
Ow! Ma'am, please! Thank you for ruining my honeymoon.
I don't have any nipples anymore.
All Dorian Wilson has to do is open the closet and hang his jacket on a hook. Hey, nice move, Dorian. Now, this show deals with offbeat, sometimes scary stories, and this one's about a vampire. And the climax to the scene is the man will reveal his fangs and growl. Here comes the big moment. This is a scene from a police show where the cop has his phone and his pad. You know, the pad is to take notes on, and the phone is to hold to your ear.
Why didn't you call me?
I was about to, but the phone broke.
Oh, what happened to it?
Well, I don't know where it is. I've got it.
As the French say, la salle des provisions est finie. Regardez.
What does that mean?
The storm is finished. Come and look.
That door is supposed to stay open.
Wonderful.
Yeah, look at that. Look at all the extra space.
Good job. Thanks.
You all right?
Yeah.
This time the door opens before they get there.
I delivered, but I want to make a really good impression, so I'll close the door.
You know, one of the classic comedy moves for sexy women throughout the years is to hide objects in their cleavage. I mean, safekeeping and all that sort of thing. I mean, you've seen that 100 times. They might drop a key down there, a piece of jewelry. Could be anything, but here's that same classic move performed by A.J. Langer of Three Sisters, and this time, the object is a videotape.
Did you make some sort of a mixtape?
Yes. I'm sorry, should I have cleared this with you?
Can I have it, please?
No.
Watch the diploma on the wall.
Your mouth, sir.
Yeah, you know, we did it standing up. We didn't even take our clothes off.
Vicki Lewis is supposed to fall back on that couch sort of halfway, but that leather outfit is slippery.
Oh, my God, I know. Oh, why did I do that?
You know, a while back, Nancy O'Dell, she's that very, very attractive lady on Access Hollywood. Well, she made a guest appearance on the series Weber. And in this scene, cast member Chris Elliott sort of surprises Nancy with a totally ad-lib piece of business.
Hey, nurse, there's kind of a funky smell in examining room 3. Do you mind taking care of that? Vidal Sassoon, who the hell are you? Wow. Baby, are you new?
Yeah, why? Did I do something wrong?
Only if you call being the hottest nurse I've ever seen in my whole life wrong, you stand right.
This part's not in the script. And neither is this. Now, when Chris tries to speak in Japanese to Steven Weber, neither one of them can keep a straight face.
If you're brave enough to give it a try.
If it's rubbery and I have to plug it into my car lighter, I'm going to be very upset. What are these?
Well, the Japanese call them bankankonkwe. And if you...
I hate you. I hate you.
What are these?
Well, the Japanese call them bankankonkwe.
Not too offensive. What in the name of Holy Hannah are these?
The
What are those?
Well, the Japanese call them bishangwanyangu. And if you eat them, it will increase your sexual virility.
What are those?
Well, the Japanese call them bishangwanyangu. And if you eat them, it will increase your sexual virility exponentially.
Now watch Stephen decide to have a little fun with all of this.
Yeah.
What are the Germans called? The Swedes?
You just watch it.
Hey, we're not through yet. More coming right up.
Next, special bloopers from the movie Charlie's Angels.
Well, we've come to the end of another show, but you know, we have saved something very special for last. The smash hit film Charlie's Angels is now out on video and DVD, and that, of course, stars Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and Lucy Liu, and they have been gracious enough to send along some of the bloopers that appear in the home versions. So here's a look at the Charlie's Angels bloopers.
I'm having helmet problems. I'm having serious helmet problems.
I have to go. I'm so sorry.
I should go, though. I really should. See if I can win the teddy bear!
That's it. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you the next time. For now, Dick Clark. So long.